Here we are, fishing again. It's the 30th of November, -3. And I looked on the thermometer in the car. I've come down to Clanfield today on my own, no Sheddy today. He's thought better of it. So you're going to have to listen to my ramblings for about 20 minutes. When you come down to Clanfield in this sort of weather, you've got to leave your car over near the main gate really and walk across. You don't think you can see my car, but it's somewhere over there near the middle gate. There's 3 gates to this place. Number 1 is very rarely used. Number 2 is where all the drawers are for the matches, and number 3 takes you down to the bottom end. This time of year you can't really go down the bottom end. It sort of slopes away, it gets boggy. It's boggy enough today, to be honest with you. It's a bit hard because of the frost, but you don't want to get stuck in this field driving across here today. Oh my God, you'll never hear the last of it. If someone has to come and tow you out, you will never hear the last of it. It's embarrassing. So I'm going to fish the bread today, give it a few hours, see how we get on. I haven't been down here for ages because the river's only just gone back into the banks. But I do love it down here. A lot of people don't like it. It's hard work. You don't often catch fish in matches, certainly not this year. There's been a lot of blanks, a lot of people only catching a pound or so. It's one of those places. I love it. I was treasurer here for a bit, enjoyed it. The guys are nice and they take a lot of pride in this place, so we'll see what we can catch today. We're down at peg 39 at the minute. I am going to go up to the pegs 1 to 6 today and fish them. But I thought I'd have a wander up then, just show you a few things. This is peg 39. Used to be a cracking swim a few years ago. You call it the caravan swim. Somebody had a caravan here for years and lived in it. I never actually witnessed that caravan, but it's always been known as the caravan swim. Peg 39. It looks absolutely beautiful, but has not produced many fish for a couple of years. So that's where we're going to start on today. Well, this is right in the bottom corner of the first field. We'll have a wander up, see if we see any action in the water. I'm not sure if it's going to brighten up today. Shouldn't think so. Now, these fields across here, these are all owned by the sandpit people. I'm going to say Hanson's, that might be, I think that's their name. And under this old field is good gravel and good sand, or whatever they dig out of there. They've bought these fields anyway many years ago. But because of the access down here, down to through a little lane, I think all the locals stopped the dig, to be honest with you. And so they didn't ever dig for it, but they do own it. So that under this grass is some gold. I think Clanfield have got this on a long lease now. You can usually fish it up to about Christmas time, but as soon as that wet weather comes, it kills it and you have to go elsewhere. So there's 94 pegs on this on the Clanfield stretch. Everybody likes to draw 94 right down the bottom end, and we'll probably have a walk down there on another day, certainly before the end of the season. Oh, what peg was that we've just walked by? I might be able to tell you a little bit about the pegs. This one we've just walked by, all the little pegs are on the fence post. This one's 35. Oh, nearly falling over. This one's peg 35. There was a barbel come out of this peg earlier on in the season. Not sure the exact weight, but I think that was just luncheon meat over a load of hemp. But you often see the barbel fishermen down here feeding a lot of pellet and catching them barbel. But as I say, it is easy to blank down here, so don't be surprised today. So, my microphone was no good for this particular session of the video. Surprise, surprise. I will get it right one day. I am actually getting some microphones in and that sort of thing, but I'm a novice at it, so give me a chance. Anyway, what you're looking at there is High Bridge, which is just below peg 6 at Clanfield. Quite a good chub peg on its day. I think a lot of them chub tend to hang just below that bridge or just around them pillars. So as usual, I am fishing it completely wrong. I got a bit of a heavy waggler on there, a bit of crust of bread. I've been chucking bits of bread in there for a little while, and I've been wagglering it down there. I've not had a touch, but you keep trying. So in the summer can get a bit hectic down there, because that bridge is where everybody swims and jumps off of. You get all the kids hanging around here, but in the winter it is nice. You can get chub over to the right hand side there in that slack. What I should have done really was put a bread feeder on there really and start bumping it around, but I never had it with me, to be honest. I only had that Dronum Aqualite float rod with me, so that's what I was using. I didn't want to take much stuff with me today because I was walking about. It was blimmin' cold, to be honest with you. -3. Anyway, I was hoping to catch. I probably stayed up here on this peg for about 3 hours, I would think, just hoping, but it never quite happened. So I said I was going to go up to 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1 up the top above me, but I thought actually I'll try make my way a bit more down towards the car. So I packed my gear up and went back down to 15A. So it's 1 o'clock. I had about 3 hours at that peg 6. Never had a bite. So I've moved down to 15A, which can be a nice chub peg again. Depends if they're having it. There is actually a platform out there, but you can see that water's probably up 2 or 3 foot, and I don't want to get wet feet today. I'll know about it a bit later on. The sun's still shining. Plenty of planes coming over still. There's another one just taking off. So I'm going to go back on the bread. There's a bit of a whirly hole over there between the 2 trees. They'll be about there. We'll see if we can't get one. Never give up. Well, we're still at it. In fact, the great man's come down to join me today, this afternoon, just for a chatter. Give me some of his great advice. So I've moved on to a straight lead now, just with bread flaked. And we've had a wrap around actually. We've had one in, probably a couple of pound. So that's not bad. On the bread. Completely out of the blue. Managed to snap the end of the Aqualite 15 foot. So we're using that as a little feeder rod because I haven't got much gear down here. So we've put in again. Happy days. Well, there we are. That's my day over with at Clanfield. Now, I told you this place can be as hard as nails, and we could well blank. But there you are, I didn't blank today. I've had a couple of chub. We'll have a quick weigh in. Didn't catch them on the wagon bread in the end. Had to go to the straight lead on the bread flake and hang around some of these trees around peg 28 and 29. So we snagged a couple. We'll have a look at them, weigh them in. As I say, Clanfield's got a bit of a reputation, but the fish are about. So we had 2 chub today. Let's get them in the hold. They're not bad. Let's see what we weigh. Button please, or press a like, and we'll be out again as soon as we can. Thank you very much.